Hi guys, Justin here, and I've been in search of the perfect camp pillow for years, just like I know many of you have. And today I have the Mountain Equipment Co-op Deluxe and the Trekology ultralight pillow here, two of my favorite pillows that I've ever tried, but both of them have their problems and just aren't quite right. So today I'm going to be trying to merge these two pillows together with glue and knives and scissors to try and make the perfect pillow, so stay tuned. Welcome back. So we have the Mountain Equipment Co-op Deluxe. It's an inflatable pillow and has this really great foam top to it that's really comfortable when you're laying on it. But the problem with it is that it has no baffles, so that if you have it only slightly inflated and lay on one side, it balloons up and doesn't have a lot of great support. But on the other side, we have the Trekology pillow, which doesn't have that really comfortable padding, but has great support with a really awesome baffling system. So what we're going to try and do today is take the really comfortable foam top from the Mountain Equipment Co-op Deluxe and put it on top of the Trekology pillow. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is cut out this bottom inflatable section to try and expose just the foam layer that we have here. And then after that, I'm going to try and glue it onto the Trekology pillow. So I have an X-Acto knife here. First thing I'm going to do is cut along this bottom seam here. Alright, so it looks like we have the air bladder in here, and I'll be able to remove the entire fabric section from the air bladder, and then we don't have to worry about puncturing the air bladder, and I might be able to actually use this for something else. And something interesting with the air bladder is it does have baffling in it. It's just really poorly implemented, so you don't get great support. So that's an interesting kind of discovery when you cut this pillow open. Alright, so we've removed the air bladder from the Mountain Equipment Co-op Deluxe, and now we're just left with the fabric layer. So let's throw that away. It looks like we're going to need to cut it a bit more so that we can expose this pillow top to glue on. So let's keep going. So the interesting thing with this exercise is if I mess up, I'm either going to have to try and figure it out and remedy the situation, or go buy an entirely new pillow, because there's no coming back from slicing this thing up. So we have most of the pillow exposed here. I managed not to slice open my finger, which I usually do. And we have this beautiful pillow top that we can try and glue onto the Trekology here. Oh, and that feels really nice. I think this is gonna work out quite well. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think we'll be able to glue this on quite nicely and come away with a really comfortable pillow. Let's just test it out here a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the spot. So, something I wanna do before we glue this on is weigh just this pillow top, just to see how much it adds to, I think it's 77 grams for the Trekology pillow. So we got the scale here. Let's fold this up, reset it. So that's 50 grams on the dot. So we're still gonna be under 150 grams when we glue this on here. We'll probably use, I don't know, probably several grams of glue, but 50 plus 77 will definitely, plus the glue will definitely be under 150 grams, which is my goal for a pillow. So how am I gonna do this? I think the key is that I want it to be centered and in the proper positioning on the pillow. So for me, the key spot here is this curvature, and that's gonna be the hardest part to get positioned and glued. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this edge here onto the Trekology, and then flip it up and put glue on these baffling systems here, and then flip it back over and kind of solidify that center section, and then go around and glue the rest of the edges. And I think that will be the best way to approach gluing this pillow. So let's start positioning it and throw some glue down. So I grabbed some seam sealer here, and let's get rid of these cuttings from the other pillow. And we're gonna first start off by gluing down this front curved section. So clean up the workspace a bit. And I think actually it'll go better this way. I think there's a better curve on the actual like lining of the mounted equipment Co-op Deluxe here. And I just want to make sure this is fully inflated. So alright, so that gives us a nice smooth surface to work on. And if I was working on anything smoother, I'd roughen it up a bit. But this actually, I think the silicone will absorb into this material decently. So I'm just gonna lay this down right here and then apply the silicone right along this edge. Alright, we got a nice line of silicone on there. Let's get this centered on here. So the silicone's actually coming through the material here, which is not ideal. So I'm just gonna hold this on here, and hopefully it starts sticking in a little bit with a little bit of pressure. So silicone doesn't seem to be working super well. So I do have some contact cement here. So we'll see how this does. So I'm gonna let the seam sealer kind of dry on the other side and then just apply the contact cement. So just have a few dots on here of the contact cement. Get this middle section down, this outer section down on this side. Alright, so now I'm gonna try and add a bit more contact cement just around these edges here. So we're definitely gonna need a bit more contact cement in order to finish this off. So I'm gonna run over to the Canadian Tire, and pick up a bit more. Let this first round of contact cement dry, and then we'll come back and hopefully finish off the gluing. So we're back. I went and got some more contact cement. Really smells like chemicals in here after using this contact cement. So make sure you're using it in a well ventilated area, and then let the pillow kind of air out for several days before laying on it, just so you don't have that smell. And if anyone else has any ideas on what a better adhesive would be than the contact cement, this stuff has worked really well so far on the gluing of the two pillows together. Post in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your ideas are. I'm not an adhesive expert, but something a little bit less toxic would probably be better for when you're laying on it constantly. But I don't think it'll be quite that big of a problem, as long as the toxic smell kind of dissipates. So we're gonna continue applying this new contact cement. Things have started to dry and stick on this one edge, so I'm just gonna touch up this one edge a little bit more, and then throw some glue lines on this side, and then we'll continue working on this over the course of the night. The nice thing about the contact cement is it has a 15-minute dry time and about 60 minutes to fully cure, so I can really work on this quite quickly and get things completed. And then tomorrow we'll actually take a look at it deflated and inflated and see how it performs under those conditions. So I've added some more glue in the middle here, and we're gonna then do these edge pieces on these sides and glue them down. So we have all of the sides glued down now, and I have a bunch of glue in the middle to hold it down. So now all we have to do is let the glue dry. We'll come back and take a look at it tomorrow. I do have the Trekology fully inflated. Normally I'd have it deflated slightly so it wouldn't be quite this high, and a bit more comfortable for me to sleep on. And with the support of the Trekology, you can have it any height you want and you're still going to get great support. So it's a very versatile pillow in that way. And the glue seems to be holding quite well. So these LePage cement glue, contact cement, is working really well. A little bit toxic, and but that's okay. We'll see how it does once we get out there. I think the smell is already starting to dissipate a bit, and I think it won't be a problem in the long run. So we're back. I've given the glue about 24 hours to dry, and it's looking pretty good, guys. You can see where the seam seal was put. There's a little bit of discoloration there, and it's not as great, but that's on the back side of the pillow, so I'm not that worried about that. If you look at the front, it looks really good. One of the issues that I kind of have with it is that my cutting job wasn't great. I kind of rushed it. If I was going to do it again, which I might, I would make sure that I cut the material of the Mountain Equipment Co-op Deluxe pillow much better, as well as leaving a bit more material to glue, especially at the corners here. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with this. Next thing I want to see is how well it does deflating and inflating, where that glue holds, and it kind of keeps its structure. So first up, let's deflate it. So this is just a valve right there. And I'm actually going to try to roll it up, see how it does roll it up. So this is how I'd stick it into my pack or into a stuff sack, and yeah, so let's unroll it and then blow it back up and see whether the glue sticks to the pillow still. Alright, so this is fully inflated again. The glue seems to have held quite well. There's no areas where it's kind of coming apart at all, so that's a great sign. Normally when I'm sleeping on this pillow, I do like to deflate it a little bit. So it's just maybe a little bit more. There we go. And so let's take this over to the sleeping pad that I have set up over there, and just kind of see how it does when I sleep on it and I'm moving around, just to simulate an active sleeper in the middle of the night. So here we are on my CSM Etherlight XT sleeping pad, new sleeping pad I got this year for my sleep system. Let's test out this pillow a little bit. So right away, that's super comfortable. The Trekology pillow has a great shape to it and support, so it's really comfortable. And then you just add this foam topping with the Mountain Equipment Co-op Deluxe piece, and it's a really nice pillow. Comfortable while laying on my back as well, which is great. Now let's just move around a little bit and just see whether I can get this pillow to kind of break apart at the glue and all the seams and stuff. Good, the glue seems to be holding up quite well. Yeah, no issues at all. So all in all, this pillow, this new pillow that I made is great. Let's go grab the scale and weigh this pillow and just see how much it weighs in total with the glue added. And then we'll run through some of the tips I have for if you want to construct your own, and some modifications if you don't have access to these exact products. So let's get to it. So we have the scale here. Let's see how much this all weighs. 135 grams. So that's really good. That's definitely under the 150 gram kind of limit that I've put on myself for having a pillow. So this thing blows away any other pillow that I've tried. It's by far the comfiest pillow that I've ever used, even compared to the Thermarest Airhead that I looked at last week. This thing has all the benefits of one of the foam compressible pillows that you can get. with the lightweight benefits that the inflatable brings, as well as the support that the inflatable also brings in the Trekology. So if you wanted to make your own pillow very similar to this, but you didn't quite have the exact materials, something that I would try is picking up any lightweight inflatable pillow that has great support and you find comfortable, and then taking a piece of kind of this brushed polyester fabric, gluing the sides on, and then stuffing a bunch of compressible pillow foam in here. So this is just closed cell foam from sleeping pad construction that's left over, and they put that inside this pillow. So you could grab some of that, stuff it in here, and then glue shut the other side, and you'd probably have a really comfortable, comparably functional pillow at very little cost. What are some things that I might do differently if I was making this pillow again? Like I said, I would be cutting this extra fabric a little bit thicker, especially around the corners here, so that there's more surface area for the glue to adhere to, as well as the type of adhesive that I'd use a different glue if I could find one that worked well. This contact cement that I'm using is just a little bit too toxic for my taste. There's definitely a smell involved. I'm hoping it dissipates over the course of several days, but you can definitely tell that there's some chemicals in that glue. Like I said, if anyone has any suggestions on another type of glue to use, leave it in the comments and we'll see if we can get that tried out, because I think this is the way of the future. I'm really hoping that companies start making pillows with this sort of pillow top, as well as the really supportive curved front inflatable pillow. This is a winner in my books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, smash that like button. If you like this kind of do-it-yourself video, leave a comment in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. I have a lot of ideas ticking up in here. The brain never stops working. Thanks for watching, guys, and sleep tight.